It's the Morning Sports Report on TribLIVE Radio, all brought to you by Cash in Culture, your pop culture retro gaming headquarters. 4 stores in Western PA, Westmoreland Mall, Century, 3 Mall, North Huntington, and Bell Vernon. Online at cashandculture.com. I'm a positive person, guy. It's a win. It's week 1. It's a Ben Roethlisberger virtuoso comeback. It's a first half for the ages for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Am I blowing smoke?
And it's the second half for the aged. Yeah, you're blowing smoke.
Come on.
That defense, you think they're going to get better? No Tate, no Cameron, no Gordon. Bunch of guys. Isaiah Crowell is going to slice
their foot off
through.
the gas.
No, they didn't.
They let up at half.
Cleveland put their foot on the gas. They come out with a no-huddle, and they come out with a hurry-up offense, and the Steelers' defense was unprepared for it and unable to stop it. And Baltimore will do the same thing Thursday, and so will everybody else until they figure out a way to stop it.
We knew the offense would have to carry the defense through the first part of the season, right? We knew Cleveland had a good defense, at least we thought they did. I want to just take away from this game. Very impressed with the Steelers' offense. Very impressed with Wheaton and Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, but you know what, Ken? They did nothing in the second half. I mean,
they won the game.
With
the game on the line, which Ben couldn't do in Super Bowl 45, which they couldn't do against the Bengals 2 years ago.
They had a great first half, but I am not giving them a free pass for the second half. They did not. They could have helped slow down Cleveland's offense if they pick up a couple of first downs. They look like they went to sleep. Fumbled. They weren't ready for snaps.
It's like one of those NBA games where a team gets up by 30, they relax, the other team comes storming back, and they always fall flat at the end. They run out of gas.
The league was full of this the whole weekend. I mean, New England had a big lead and blew it. Jacksonville had a big lead and blew it. I mean, there were big leads everywhere. Denver had a big lead and almost blew it, much to the chagrin of our picking pork. How many games look like slam dunks at halftime that turned into losses?
Let's not talk about that.
But first of all, just in general, this was a great weekend. Pitt, Penn State, West Virginia, the Steelers, and the Pirates.
Winningsburg.
Nobody lost. I mean, how can you complain about things?
Right.
Other than the Artie Roll injury and the Steelers' defense second half performance, everybody should be in a really good Monday morning mood today.
I'm trying to get you in a good mood.
I'm in a fine mood. Doesn't matter to me if they win or lose.
1-0 Steelers. They will move on to take on Baltimore on a short week. Baltimore coming off a near win at home on a comeback of their own. Sort of similar scenario as you pointed out, but they'll be desperate, right? They can't go 0-2 at home to start the season. Steelers on a short week going there, but they're humbled by what happened in the second half. Cameron Hayward said this after the game. He feels like they're able to learn a lesson and still come out of there with a W, and They need to improve big time defensively. I don't know if they can.
And I think it's a bad week to play third. What are they going to fix between now and Thursday? I mean, one thing how many passes did Flacco throw yesterday?
62 or something. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to come out throwing, and I'm sure they're going to run some no-huddle and an up-tempo, watching what Cleveland did. And, the Steelers have got to figure out a way, whether they weren't prepared for that or they didn't expect Cleveland to run that, but once they did, there's got to be some adjustments. They really looked old and slow and unable to keep up with an up-tempo offense.
But they're not old and slow. They're young and inexperienced.
They looked old and slow, though. So
it's a long season.
There is some age and slowness still there, and 1 or 2 young, fast guys isn't going to make up for it.
Dick LeBeau's got to tinker. Just be patient. 1-0 Steelers out of the gates. We'll be talking about it all week here at TribLive.com.